Hello, 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 you guys. Welcome back or welcome to another episode of Joy and Intention. I'm your host, Joy. So lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining this cute little community we have, and I hope you enjoy your time here. If you're a returning member, you will have noticed there is no intro music today. That is because we are currently in a transition. I'm gonna leave it at that. There will be a new track you guys will be hearing, hopefully. But for now, we're currently in a transition, so the old intro music is gone. But so daily routine, every episode, gratitude dumps. Just really quick, 3 to 5 things that we're grateful for, just to get us into the mind space of what we're about to talk about. So, 3 things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful, number one, for the heat, guys. It's finally starting to get warm in the UK. Are you mad? Like, oh my gosh, I've actually been waiting for this. Like, this is actually like my era. Like, I actually thrive in the heat. Like, I don't even actually know how to explain it. Bro, in school, kids would legit be wearing socks and whatnot. I'd be in double tights in like the middle of a sun with a long jacket on. You know, those jackets that go all the way down to your ankles? Yeah, that was me. That was me. Oh my gosh, but yeah, I absolutely love the heat. Yeah. And then number two, what I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful for just being able to I'm so grateful for the youth group that God has placed me in, because honestly we had so much fun. We always have so much fun when we're doing like worship group together, and we're just chilling with each other and worshiping the Lord. And then leads me on to the last thing I'm really grateful for. I'm really grateful for the sermon that was delivered today, because today's service was so good. It was so powerful. Like, whoa, those pastors were preaching and I was hearing them. Like, I was hearing them loud and clear. But yeah, today was a great service. Happy Sunday, by the way, you guys. Happy Sunday. Yes, but so today I wanted to talk about a topic that I've been thinking about quite a bit, because as you guys may know, if you listen to some earlier episodes of the show, January, that's when I obviously started the podcast, and that's also when I started my fitness journey. I started getting into running, but then it got to a point, was it February? I think it was like mid-February, start of February. I started to slowly get out of tune with my fitness, because I wanted to talk today about how my relationship with my body affected my journey. So, yeah, I obviously start. Oh, like, this is just like a bit of a fitness chat, like for any fitness girlies out there or guys, you know. But this one, I don't think this will be really any advice, to be honest. It will just be me just talking, to be honest. So yeah, obviously started my fitness journey in January. Started doing park running. You guys, I ran my first 5k with no preparation at all. Like, who did I actually think I was? But honestly, I think it's pretty iconic though, because I made it the whole way. I mean, if it wasn't for my friend though, Katie, like, she was the one that carried me all the way through, because honestly, if it wasn't for her, girl, I would have packed my stuff up and gone right back home. But yeah, it was painful, but I got through it. So I was like, okay, if I did a 5k, I'm sure I can do like a whole fitness. So I just carried on, and I was doing like 2k's every single day at home as soon as I got home from college. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was like putting myself under so much. Like, bro, actually deep it, I was doing a 2k every single day. And mind you, most of the time I wasn't even warming up. Like, what did I actually think? So then it got to a point where eventually my right ankle was starting to absolutely do me in. And I was like, why is my ankle so, girl? Girl, you haven't been stretching, you haven't been warming up. And I remember I was listening to the Inside Anna's Mind podcast, and she was talking about her running journey, and I was like, oh my gosh, it makes so much sense, because she was saying how it's so key to have a different variation of runs, have hard runs, have easy runs, have medium, level of difficulty runs, but it's so key to also prioritize on your easy runs, the ones that are easier on your body, because you don't always have to be absolutely knackered out when you're running. Because I remember she was like saying something like, if you keep doing the exact same type of run every single day, that's the same joint or bone or muscle that you keep poking at, and then eventually you somehow end up with an injury or whatnot. Or sometimes, especially because for me, I kept pushing myself to go to this certain goal, that eventually I took the love of running out of me, because I was at first really excited to start getting into running, but then soon enough I saw it as a chore, as a task. So then when I did hit my ankle and I had to stop running for a bit, I mean, I just honestly didn't care. I was like, okay. I mean, because obviously I still want to be fit, but and get into fitness, but I just completely like ruined ruined it all for myself. So it's like, oh, okay, now we're in this situation. So it's come in now. Today it is the 24th of March, and I only started to exercise again last night. I did a run, and I said, okay, because I haven't ran or done any exercise in about 5 weeks. So I mean, I should probably take it easy on myself. That's what I'm starting to learn. If I'm running, I'm not gonna push myself, because obviously, you should push yourself and stuff, but don't push yourself beyond limits. Like, come on now. You know that's gonna result in injury, and it's not worth it at all as well. So now I'm starting to realize the how important it is to also take it easy on myself. Because once my body was starting to feel uncomfortable, and it was starting to feel like, okay, I think I should stop, that's when I stopped. But I know I'd still made progress, because I don't, even if I can't make it to the 1K mark just yet, I mean, every single journey is different, and maybe the journey I started in January and ended in February, it'll be different from the journey I'm starting again now. So yeah, and I was like, even if running isn't the exact thing for me, there are so many other things I can try, because I personally love doing like dance workouts and whatnot, and I want to try going to spin classes and ballets, and I want to start. I just want to try different things. And I remember I was listening to the Not Your Typical podcast, and the host, she had her father on, who is a professional. I can't remember. It's something. It's a sport to do with balls. I don't know if it's golf or racquetball play. I don't remember. But I was listening to her podcast yesterday, and I remember when she got to the end of the episode, she just asked her dad. She was like, "So, Dad, do you have any?" Because he's in his early 60s now. So she was like, "Dad, do you have any advice that you would give to any 20-year-olds, to your 20-year-old self?" And he said, try every sport that you can. And I was like, that's so true. I think fitness is fitness. So even if you see there's like this type of sport and you don't exactly like it, that's okay. There's so many other sports and so many other ways of getting your body moving, and so many other ways of getting fit and, feeling good in your own body and getting yourself healthy. And that also leads me to why I was doing fitness. I wasn't doing it because I wanted to get healthy, because I wanted to get fit. I was doing it because I was uncomfortable in my own skin, and I was insecure, and I wanted to, well, I wasn't insecure, but I was like, I just wasn't happy in my body, and I wanted to lose weight. And I was like, yeah, so I've got to put myself through this intensive routine just to, yeah, so I can lose all that fat and that loss. But had I done any research on how weight loss actually works, how the science of it actually works? No, I did not. I literally did no research whatsoever. I was literally just putting my body through so much every single day, but I wasn't actually researching, okay, how does my food intake affect this? How does my exercising and my stretching and my sleep affect my weight loss and whatnot? And even then, I'm like, why exactly did I want to lose weight? Because I think it was more to do with the ideal body. That uh, I always used to say I don't follow social media much, but I have to admit I do. I do see loads of gorgeous girls with gorgeous faces, gorgeous bodies, and like, oh my gosh, I wish I looked like her. But then I'm comparing myself to someone I've never even met before, and I honestly will never meet before. And obviously, I've always been that kind of girl. I will never try to put a girl down just to make myself feel good. It's just not. It's just giving. It's giving egg. It's giving insecure. It's not. It's not giving. But obviously, feeling just a bit like, just comparing yourself. It's a normal thing, but it's not good. It's not something that should be normal. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think once I start with my fitness journey, I think because I was doing it not because I wanted to get healthy and I wanted to get fit, but I was doing it because I didn't like the way it looked and I wanted my body to change. And when it wasn't changing and I wasn't seeing any progress, I was like, okay, I can't bother anymore. And I was putting my body through so much. I was like, I'm doing all this for what? Like, and then I just eventually just started to give up. And then I was sitting there, I was like, whew. Sorry guys, I like that was like such a violent breath, but um yeah, I think, and especially because if like running isn't the exact thing for you, that's okay. I think I prefer other types because I think honestly I needed to start with running. I needed my friend to introduce me to running so that I could actually get into fitness and I could say, okay, maybe I'm not exactly too into this, but I can still, I think, no, I think running, I'm okay with it. I think it's when I'm doing it alone, then it feels, number one, I discourage myself too easily. Number two, I can sometimes get a bit bored. Like, I'm gonna be real, guys. I sometimes do get a bit bored when I'm like running by myself and I'm like, whoa, when this run ever gonna end? Like, so I think, yeah, I'd rather do it with a friend, but the thing is, I can't talk to people when I'm running. I can't have anyone talking to me. I can't talk with anyone else. My brain just can't. It could just can't do it. So yeah, this is pretty much kind of a ramble, you guys. It's pretty much kind of a rant. This is definitely an interesting episode. But if you're still here, wow, I respect you for real. You're like one of the real ones for real. Love you. Yeah. I think I could just like, I actually make myself lose my own train of thought. It's actually so crazy. I literally make myself lose my own train of thought. But yeah, I think with fitness, I'd say, especially if you're starting your fitness journey or something and you don't want to do this sport, or you are doing this certain sport, I mean, honestly, try. I mean, especially because you only live once. You know what I mean? Just try something if it doesn't work out. And especially, as I was saying on that, not your typical podcast, her dad was like saying like, if you do start a sport, it will probably be the hardest thing in your life. You know what I mean? Like starting something new, especially it's with people you don't know as well. It will be hard. It will be different, but if you keep working at something, it will pay off. It will be worth it in the end. So just keep going and don't give up, because one thing about you is that you always get through it no matter what, and you don't give up, okay? So you will get through this and you will slay, okay? Because honestly, if you have fun doing it, why not? You know what I mean? Absolutely, why not? Because I think especially like if, as I said in like other episodes, just because everyone's going to the gym doesn't mean you have to go to the gym. Because maybe you're someone who likes to work out on their own. That's completely cool. Maybe you're someone who likes to work out with community around you. That's cool. You don't have to go to the gym, because for the gym, it's more of a thing of if you want to do it alone, because just everyone's got their own music in, everyone's just in their own zone. No one actually chats with each other. It's just pretty much chill. So it's just, but if you're someone who you do still want to get into your fitness era, but just because social media isn't exactly advertising anything else but the gym right now, why not? I mean, you can follow the trends, but you don't have to follow them exactly. Put your own spin to it. You know what I mean? Do what makes you happy, because with or without social media, this life is still yours and it's still yours to live. So go ahead, do it, why not? And especially, you might even end up being a better investment of your time and your money, because time is money and money is precious, and so is time. So you might as well spend them both wisely, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think, yeah, I'm starting to heal my relationship with fitness, heal my relationship with my body. I think it's just, honestly, whenever I think of like commenting negatively on my body, on myself, I will tell myself, you know what, you're beautiful, I love you. I'll just tell myself that over and over again in the mirror until I actually believe it. And then I will say affirmations to my body, because what you speak life into, it will grow and it will thrive. What you speak death into, it will, of course, wither. So I will tell my legs, you know what, even though we've had a funny relationship over the years, I still love you, and you're strong, and you're powerful, and you're capable, and I love you, and you're gorgeous just the way you are, and you're beautiful, and you don't need changing, and I'm so grateful for how far you've brought me through in life, and I'm so proud of you for your strength. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just be kind to yourself, be kind to your body, and yeah, that's something I'm really learning as well. And yeah, um, I'm still very much a beginner at the fitness journey, but I'm really excited for the new journey that I will be taking on. I'm still obviously learning. I'm still obviously gaining more info. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm watching videos. I'm researching online. But I mean, honestly, God gave us these bodies so we could explore this life, and we could hug the people that we love. We could fuel it with good food and nourish ourselves, and it could take us to travelers places and whatnot. So yeah, honestly, I'm quite excited to start getting back into my fitness journey and actually doing what feels comfortable for me. And I'll start my running again. I'll just say, maybe if I'll like it again, if I just put less pressure on myself, because maybe that's why I didn't like it so much, because it's putting so much unnecessary pressure on myself. And I was just honestly making it really dull for myself, but it doesn't have to be that way, you know what I mean? So, by the way, you guys have probably noticed, I always say, by the way, or you know what I mean? Yeah, I always say, you know what I mean? That's like, I don't think I actually say that so much in my day-to-day life conversations. I think it's because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. That's when I actually that's when I actually be like, okay, I have to put a filler. Okay, what do I say? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that was just like a little event, a little run. Yeah, that was just like insecurities, fitness, how my relationship with my body affected my fitness and my health in the long run. And now I'm starting to actually do exercise, because I remember someone said that, you know, it's a blessing that, especially when you're young, that you have a fully functioning body with no issues, no complications. You have a perfectly fine and working body. Why would you not move it? Why would you not, you know, help it become fit? Why would you not nourish it and look after it? Your body is amazing just the way it is. So move it, use it to its full capabilities the way you deserve to, because honestly, fitness is I think it should be a really key part of everyone's life, because everyone who can do it, it should be a really big part of all our lives. So yeah, I'm forever grateful for the gift of fitness and being able to move my body, and work on how fit I am and whatnot. So yeah, yeah, it's honestly all a perspective change once you start to see how grateful you should be to actually have the opportunity to move your body and to exercise and get yourself moving. And you can even, especially like romanticize it. Like like me and my friend are so excited to start doing runs on the beach in the summer. Like, like romanticize it, especially if you can. If you're a runner, there's so many running groups all over. Like, I'm sure you'll be able to find one near to you. Or if you're from like a town, there should be one in a city near you. I think so. Um, and yeah, honestly, just try something new, because sometimes it's like, what do you actually have to lose? It will honestly be okay. Especially if you live in a big city and you're scared that you're gonna embarrass yourself. Like, babes, you're probably never gonna see that person ever again. So why actually care? You know what I mean? So honestly, YOLO, live this life for you. Do what makes you feel good, because you never know where it could take you. And your fitness and your health is really very, very important. So you should nourish it and you should look after it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say. And insecurities, they don't have to define you. Even if you're insecure, it's okay. You can still work through them, Like, take your time with them. Just make sure that you're. I'd say to myself, earlier on, I'd say, yeah, just make sure that you're not only working out and putting yourself through all this intensive stuff and these crazy diets just because you want to lose this amount of weight or you want to look this certain way. Because if you're not happy in your body the way it is now, you won't be happy in it when you've reached that goal. You won't be happy in it no matter how your body looks. So, you know, it's a journey. It's a really big journey. Self-acceptance. It's a really big journey, but and it's tough, but that's why it's such a powerful journey, because it's not for the weak. And it's not for the people who are lazy and just can't be bothered. It's not for the people who think that, oh, this is light work, no reaction. No. It's a hard journey, but it will teach you so much about yourself, and it will help you grow into the person that you're always meant to be. So yeah, honestly, it shows true bravery and courage, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone else but yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Know your body. Become in tune with your body. Become in tune with your, in terms of what you're eating. Become in tune with yourself in terms of what you're eating. Become in tune with yourself in terms of how much exercise you're doing, what type of exercise you're doing, what your different routine is, and how your body's feeling. If you ever sense that your body is not reacting well, then you should listen to it. And if you need to seek help, please do seek help. Don't ever be shy or just feel like, oh no, it's okay, because sometimes you could actually be saving yourself from a few years or a few months or a few weeks of absolute injury. So yeah, I think that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Yeah, new episodes every Sunday. Thank you so much for listening, guys, again. Yeah. Okay, bye, you guys. Hope you have a lovely rest of your week, day, whatever time you're listening. And yeah, sending all my love. And yeah, thank you for listening, guys. Bye.